In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Friday, August 16th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our August 16th MLB bet slate we got going on for Friday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetchNetJustD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 7.86 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we are well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. So if you already like and subscribe to the channel, it is very, very important that you continue to do so we can grow to a broader audience, all right? And for that Patreon, I posted earlier in the day that I was not going to be able to put out a video. So if you wanted the plays, you had to sign up for the Patreon. We went 2 out of 4 for the early plays. Unlucky on the Dodgers and another team here. But we had the Oakland Athletics as an upset. That was a huge comeback. They were down 5 runs early in that game. They came all the way back to beat the New York Mets. And we had the San Francisco Giants. Hopefully the late night games come through and we can have a profitable night here. All right. So if you want to sign up for that Patreon, that link is provided down below in the description. You get access to daily bets, future bets, and the community group chat that's going off 24/7. Also in that description down below, you have access to that bet stamp article that is giving out free bets. All right. More free bets Monday through Friday. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. First up on Friday, we're going to be in Wrigley Field. Chicago Cubs 59-63, going up against the Toronto Blue Jays 57-64. Looking at the current odds right now, we have the Cubs home favorites -115 with the comeback of the Blue Jays at a -105. No information as of right now on the total runs, okay? Starting pitching matchup here, Yariel Rodriguez, 1-5 with a 3.60 ERA. Going up against Kyle Hendricks, 3-10 with a 6.60 ERA. Now, in this matchup here, Kyle Hendricks was a reliable pitcher the last past 2 seasons, but this year he has been a complete gas can, struggling at home and on the road. Right now, his current home ERA is at 5.75, so that's a major issue there. Looking at the main problem of all this, it's the numbers against lefties, all right? A 1.66 home run per 9, a 292 batting average, a 1.57 whip, all right? Not to mention versus righties, he's also given up almost a 300 batting average at 297 and a 1.37 whip. So someone that used to be reliable in Chicago at Wrigley Field is now a major liability. So this is definitely a spot where we can see the Blue Jays get some offense going. All right. On the other side, Yair Rodriguez has been very, very impressive for the Blue Jays here. First 2 starts, a little bit of an up and down, but he was getting worked in. As of lately, the last 5 starts have been super impressive here. Decent strikeout rate. And he's been going at least 5 innings in all his starts. He's given up a low home run per 9 as well. So he's not giving up much power, keeping things mitigated with a low whip and average. And he just had very good success against right-handed batters here. So this is a strong point here. I'm going to go with the underdog in the Blue Jays here on the money line. And for the total, I'm going to lean towards the over on the total. Obviously, mainly because of Kyle Hendricks and his struggles. But if the wind is pointing outwards and it's over 10 miles per hour, then we can definitely consider the the over in the total here. But the main play will be Blue Jays on the money line. Whatever total is going to be, it's probably going to be around 8.5. I'm going to lean towards the over. In PNC Park here, Pittsburgh Pirates 56 and 64 going against the Seattle Mariners 63 and 59. Pirates are home favorites minus 135. You expect them to be a little bit bigger of a favorite here. That's a little bit interesting, especially when we get down to the pitching matchup. Mariners plus 110 on the money line for the comeback. Total runs set at 7. All right, so they got the total correct here with these two pitchers. But question mark on a little bit of that money line. All right, so public bet percentage, 54% of the bets on the side of Pittsburgh, but 63% of the money on the Mariners. So sharps are coming in. They're just piling in on the Pirates in this long losing streak that they got right now. And that's why the sharps are 63% of the money on the money line. All right, total runs, 100% of the bets towards the over, 99% of the money towards the over. All right, pitching matchup here. Logan Gilbert, 7-8 with a 2.91 ERA. Paul Skeens, 6-2 with a 2.25 ERA. They got their young phenom on the mound, and this is the perfect person to have up here at home in a spot where they mightily need a great performance out of him, and they need a win. All right, they haven't won in almost 2 weeks now. Pittsburgh Pirates have been reeling in this 9-game losing streak that they got going on. And then the Seattle Mariners is a good opponent here. They've been solid. They usually lean on their starting pitching because this is a team that doesn't score that many runs. All right, that's why they made the trade for Randy Arozarena. They need more offense, all right, to match with the strong rotation that they do have, all right. Logan Gilbert has been super impressive this year. His only blemish is going to be his home run per 9 to lefties and righties. They're both around 1.05, okay, to both lefties and righties. Paul Skeens, what can I say? This man has been absolutely phenomenal. High strikeout rate, low ERA at home. I think this is going to be a bounce back spot for the Pirates, okay? We're going to fade somewhat of the public because public's almost more over 50% of the bets here, and then we're going to fade the sharps as well. Give me the Pirates here. Paul Skeens, this is a must-win game, I think so. And this is a perfect opponent where this Mariners offense is not scary at all. When you got Cal Raleigh, your catcher is your best hitter, is a little bit of an issue. All right. So give me Paul Skeens and the Pirates on the money line. If I'm going towards an over-under, I'm going with the over. This team hasn't won in a while. I think they're going to, if things go right, they'll get to Logan Gilbert and really avalanche here and on this particular game and finally have an encouraging win. All right. So Pirates on the money line, over on the 7 runs total. In Citizens Bank Park here, Philadelphia Phillies 70 and 50 going up against the Washington Nationals 55 and 66. We have the Phillies as large favorites, minus 275 on the money line with the comeback of the Nationals at a plus 220. Total runs set at 9. All right. Public bet percentage, 97% of the money, 97% of the bets towards the Philadelphia Phillies. For the total runs, 84% of the bets, 80% of the money towards the over 9 total runs. We got Patrick Corbin on the mound, 2-12 with a 5.98 ERA. Going up against ace Aaron Nola, 11-6 with a 3.60 ERA. All right, Aaron Nola, what can I say? This is a perfect matchup here against a struggling Washington Nationals team. And the positive side is clearly on the Philadelphia Phillies bats going to be against Patrick Corbin. It would have to be an extremely off day for Aaron Nola and these Philadelphia Phillies to falter in this spot here. Patrick Corbin has been a gas can for the past 2.5 seasons. And looking at his numbers here, he's been worse on the road. All right, a 6.68 ERA on the road. Looking at his numbers against lefties, a 1.38 home run per 9, a 3.09 batting average, a 1.69 whip versus righties, a 1.07 home run per 9, a 3.61 batting average, and a 1.73 whip with the BABIP over 400. All those numbers are major cause of concern here. We're going to be all over the Phillies. This is another clean sweep, just like they did on Thursday. I expect a very similar outcome with Patrick Corbin on the mound here. Okay, Philadelphia Phillies money line. Philadelphia Phillies minus 1.5. and give me the over on the 9 total runs. If they get Patrick Corbin out there early, they're going to be right to that bullpen, just like they're doing right now on Thursday currently. In Tropicana Field, Tampa Bay Rays 59-61, going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks here 69-53. Looking at the odds for this one here, Diamondbacks are road favorites very slightly here, -115 on a money line, with the comeback of the Tampa Bay Rays at a -105. Total runs set at 7.5. All right. For that public bet percentage here, 76% of the bets, 96% of the money on the side of the Diamondbacks. For the total runs, 100% of the bets and 100% of the money for the over 7.5. So it's a little shocking to see for Arizona having that bet percentage and the sharps all over them in this one here. Reed Nelson 8-6 with a 4.51 ERA going against Ryan Pepiot, who was 6-5 in a 3.92 ERA. For these two particular pitchers here, Ryan Nelson is 4 ERA on the road. That's what he's bringing here. He has a lot of question marks against lefty power with a 1.54 home run per 9. And against righties, he's giving up hits at a 299 batting average and a 1.59 whip. For Ryan here, he has been pretty strong as of late. And I've been pretty impressed of how he's been pitching, giving up a low whip and average to both lefties and righties. He's just giving up a little bit of power to lefties and righties, all right? Lefties a 1.13 home run per 9, righties 1.07 home run per 9, all right? So for this particular game here, Diamondbacks coming in to Tampa Bay, a little bit of a travel here. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays. I think the better pitcher is on the side of the Tampa Bay Rays. I've been impressed with Pepiot and how he's been pitching as of late. And I think Reed Nelson, they can definitely get towards him with his question marks on his road ERA and what he's given up to lefties and righties. All right. So give me the Rays as the home underdogs, -105. And for the total, I'm going to go under the 7.5 in this one. I think that the Rays mitigate the Diamondbacks offense, but the Rays do just enough to get this win here. In the Citi Field, we have the New York Mets 62-59 going against the Miami Marlins 45-76. Mets are big home favorites, -250 on the money line with the comeback of the Marlins at a +190. Total runs set at 8.5. For the public bet percentage, 91% of the bets, 97% of the money on the side of the New York Mets. Total runs, 87% of the bets, 91% of the money for the over 8.5. Interesting pitching matchup here. Roddery Munoz, 2-6 with a 5.67 ERA. Going up against Sean Manaea, 8-5 with a 3.44 ERA. For the New York Mets and Sean Manaea, he has been very confident at home pitching, all right, 3.81 ERA at home. But some question marks here versus the Marlins in his last 2 starts. He only faced them twice this year. Both of them only 5 innings, all right? One of them was 5 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, 1 home run, and 1 strikeout. And the other outing was 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, and 4 strikeouts. So a little bit of an up and down here. It seems like Marlins can get to Manaea just a little bit at least. He did have one big blow-up spot against him that was a little bit concerning. So that's going to be interesting to see here. I expect offense in this game because there's already big question marks on Munoz's side. When I check Manaea, I've seen that the Marlins were able to get him in 2 starts. They were able to get 7 earned runs on him. That's a sign for some offense here, and I'm leaning towards the over 8.5. All right, for Roddery Munoz, he has been an absolute gas can, all right? Lefty issue yet again. This guy, it's pretty bad numbers here. A 3.31 home run per 9, a 250 batting average, a 1.29 whip, and against righties, he's given up a 2.08 home run per 9. So home runs galore should be this in this game here. Big power bats, Pete Alonso, Mark Vientos, Francisco Lindor. The list goes on and on of these big power bats for the Mets that can get to Roddery Munoz here. So definitely over on the 8.5 and give me the Mets on the money line. As okay as Minaya has been against the Marlins, Roderick Munoz has been absolutely horrible. So Mets money line over 8.5. In Globe Life Field here, we have the Texas Rangers, who are 56 and 65, going up against the Minnesota Twins, 67 and 53. For the current odds in this one, it is split down the middle, -110 on both sides for the Rangers and Twins. Total runs set at 8.5. All right. For the public bet percentage, 65% of the bets, 90% of the money on the side of the Minnesota Twins. For the total runs, we have 100% of the bets and money towards the over 8.5. Starting pitching matchup, Simeon Woods Richardson, 3-3 with a 3.78 ERA. Going up against Andrew Heaney, 4-12 with a 4.05 ERA. All right. For the Rangers, Andrew Heaney is giving up a low whip and average to both lefties and righties. The reason why he has such a bad record and a high ERA is because the amount of home runs he gives up, okay? Right now, he's giving up to lefties a 1.17 home run per 9, and against righties a 1.26 home run per 9 as well. But when you're looking at the BVP, he has dominated the Twins as of late, okay? Hasn't been this year, but as of late, against this the current roster here of the Twins, he has dominated them. All right. Woods Richardson on the other side has been super consistent. He does struggle a little bit more on the road with a 4.84 ERA on the road. But his issue on the road is righties, okay? He's given up a 1.35 home run per 9 against righties and a 298 batting average. So not much in the power, in a department of the power. He's not giving up home runs. He's giving up hits, all right? 298 average and a little bit of power against righties, a 1.35. For this game here, I'm going to be leaning towards the Twins in this spot. I'm going to be riding with the Sharps. We got 90% of the money here on the side of the Twins. I think the better pitcher here is Woods Richardson. I think the bats of the Twins can get to Andrew Heaney, and his propensity of giving up home runs to both lefties and righties, not just righties. And I'm going to be relying on the consistency of Woods Richardson that we've seen all season long. Andrew Heaney is a guy that's just been racking up the L's, and you see it, 4-12, and that's like that for a reason. All right, so give me the Twins on the money line, and if I had to go for an over and under, definitely towards the over 8.5. Okay, between these two pitchers, and the home run possibility that can be very strong on both sides. In American Family Field here, we have the Milwaukee Brewers 69 and 52 going against the Cleveland Guardians 72 and 49. Guardians are road favorites, -115 with the comeback of the Brewers at a -105. So a slight road favorite there. Total runs set at 8. For the public bet percentage, 63% of the bets and money towards the Cleveland Guardians. For the total runs, 99% of the bets and money towards the over 8 runs. For the starting pitching matchup, Gavin Williams coming back from this little bit of an injury here. He's still been working his way back. Has like 6 to 7 starts right now so far, but it's been positive in what we've seen. He did get hit up in the 2 starts ago against the Baltimore Orioles. Gave up 6 earned runs in that one, but that's the Baltimore Orioles offense. That's understandable. He has been pitching better since then, okay? Williams, 2-4, 4.38 ERA. Aaron Savali, 3-8 with a 5.02 ERA. All right, so I already spoke about Gavin Williams. I'm looking towards him. Another start under his belt, stretching his arm out, getting towards that 6 to even 7 innings pitch range. If we're looking at it here, he was able to do it in his last start against the Twins. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. You see the start against Baltimore, and like I said, that's understandable against that offense there. Versus Detroit twice, and against San Diego Padres, who are very good against righties. 3 earned runs in both of those games. But what I've seen from him last season and all his expected numbers, I expect him to pitch better than this, and we saw it in that Twins game. All right, Aaron Savali, on the other hand, since being acquired and trade, he has been super up and down, very inconsistent. And looking at his numbers versus lefties, a 1.68 home run per 9, a 264 batting average, and a 1.45 whip. Against righties, a 1.81 home run per nine, a 273 batting average, and a 1.35 whip. I can't trust Aaron Savali right now. I have a little more faith in Gavin Williams coming back from his injury, but we're seeing Aaron Savali here struggle against lefties and righties. It's not one I can possibly lean on where you can get outs at. And you're giving up home runs at a very, very high rate, higher than Woods Richardson or even Andrew Haney, who's given up a ton of home runs. So give me the Cleveland Guardians here on the road, minus 115. I'm going to be leaning towards the over 8 total runs. I think both of these guys can give up some runs. It's especially on the Savali side. Guardians bats should be able to get towards him. Last but not least, in Coors Field, we have the Colorado Rockies 44-78 going against the San Diego Padres 69-53. Looking at the current odds right now, Padres road favorites minus 185 on the money line with the comeback of the Rockies at a plus 150. Total runs set at 11. All right. Public bet percentage, 94% of the bets, 98% of the money heavily on the side of the Padres. Total runs, a little bit split down the middle here. 57% of the bets towards the over and 64% of the money towards the over. For the starting pitching matchup, Matt Waldron, 7-9 with a 4.00 ERA. Going against Cal Quantrill, 7-8 with a 4.56 ERA. This is the strong point for Cal Quantrill. He does pitch better at home, oddly enough. All right, at 3.95 home ERA. At home, he still does have an issue versus lefties. 1.93 home run per nine and a 1.50 whip. So lefties are his major concern. He's going to see around 5 to 6 lefties in this lineup of the Padres. So those are going to be the guys to attack Quantrill in this spot here. And against righties, he's given up a very low whip and average. So it's literally just lefties. He just faced this team as well in his last start. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 2 home runs, and 2 strikeouts. Earlier in the year, he faced the Padres. It was 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, and 5 strikeouts. So it's going to be somewhere in the middle. And this is his strong suit at home. So I do expect him to go fairly deep, 5 or 6 innings there for Cal Quantrill and give up a solid performance. But that cause of concern is the 6 lefties, okay? For Matt Waldron, he is similar to Quantrill with the lefty issue, a 1.41 home run per 9, a 267 batting average, and a 1.38 whip. All right, the last time he faced the Colorado Rockies, it was 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, and 1 home run, and 5 strikeouts. So this game here, I'm going to agree with the public here. Not the public. I'm going to agree with the sharps here coming in on the side. No, it's the public. I'm going to agree with the public. They have the percentage of bets here, 44% of the bets coming in on that under. The sharps are a little bit lower here, and they're leaning more towards that over of 11. I'm going to be going with the under with Matt Waldron here on the mound. He's been strong against righties, question mark on the lefties. He shouldn't see that many lefties here for the Rockies. Quantrill does struggle against lefties, but this is his strong suit at home. I've had confidence from him in his earlier start against this team as well, with the 6 innings pitched and 5 strikeouts with 1 earned run. I think there's going to be a little bit, not saying it's a pitcher's duel, but you got 11 runs of leeway here, and you're getting that plus money. So give me the under of the 11 in this one. I think the power bats here, and just the bats in general on the side of the Padres, will get to Kyle Quantrill in that bullpen eventually. So give me the Padres on the money line and the under of the 11. Those are going to be our selections for the Friday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are going to be some of your plays for Friday? Let me know down below. We'll definitely speak about it. Also, if you want to sign up for that Patreon, that link is provided down below. You get access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat. Also down below is the bet stamp link if you want to click on that link and get more free bets. Okay, it's only Monday through Friday. You get more free bets if you click that link down below as well. And I'll be back with another video very soon. Okay, peace out.